the Frymaster was off when I got here, but they said that they were using it, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it was alarming high probe, and then it was reading 515 degrees. So we're cooking now. I'm gonna go ahead and let it heat up. What that generally, when it says high probe, it means the temperature probe's shorting out. So I've got a new one, I'm prepared to change it, but I want to drive it up to temp and see what it says. An important caveat that I didn't express earlier is when they said this was 515, there, the low went away. When it was reading 515, they temped it and it was 300. So 37, we'll get there very soon. Yeah, we're in line. Satisfy and shut down. Of course, it's not going to misbehave while I'm here. Doesn't matter, we're not going to take a chance. I just want to watch and see that it satisfies and shuts off. Yep, it just did. There we go. So thermostat's working fine, controller's working fine. What's just getting weird is I'm out of the probe intermittently. So here's the probe. Here's the probe right here. The fun part of that is getting that out. I've got a 24-inch extension and then a giant wrench, and you got to turn it from out here to get it to break loose. But obviously you can't do that either unless we got to drop the oil. So we'll talk with the manager, we'll drop the oil, I'll pull that probe. I don't need to drop all the oil, just a lot of it. Here we got it. So, taking the wires loose, pulling on it. I got a high probe error. Yeah, there's a break right here. You can feel it. $65. I really like to replicate it again for you so you can see it. And I just undid these wires. Yeah, there it goes. Yep. Right. High hot probe. Just jumping back and forth. Before I go through the headache of installation, I always plug it in, not installed, just to be sure. There's a very specific tool you need for this job, and it's this. It's a 7/8, right? So that you can put the new one in, okay, but to get the old one out, you've got to cut. Because you're not going to be able to get this in proper with the wires, right? But to force it out, cut the cables back, and then you can get this, and you've really got to jank it to get it out. So I quite often, I've got a steel pipe that I'll put on the end of that. Give me some more leverage. All right, there you have it. The old one. And so this is a kit, okay? And in this kit, it comes with the Loctite. Okay, so what I've done now is I've ran the wiring through. I put it in by hand as much as I could. I ran the wiring through, and now I'm going to grab this with my pliers, my channel locks, and I'm going to torque it down as best I can. Right? You can't. You know what I was thinking I ought to do with one of these bits? I ought to take a grinder, grind a groove to set these wires out the side, and use it just for this, because that's all I use this bit for anyway. And then I could actually get the torque on it I want, but I've never had trouble with them leaking this way. I've had to do it a few times, but thanks for the great idea. I'm gonna take a grinder grind, at least keep one for putting it on like that, because we're gonna definitely ditch some of its strength when we do it, but fun. Alright, so I just pumped the oil back up top. Got a good look at this guy. We are leak free. Already reading 273. Fire it up, baby. Alright, we got fire. We got temperature probe. Alright, 267, she's satisfied. So, yeah, thermostat's in play, we're good to go. I really monkeyed with these wires trying to make sure nothing, I mean, it's new wires. I mean, I ran new wires all the way back, so that will do it.